Kentucky's energy costs rise as coal loses its edge. For decades, Kentucky's reliance on coal helped keep electricity prices among the nation's lowest, but that legacy model is facing growing economic strain. A recent independent analysis, commissioned by a group of Kentucky-based policy and advocacy organizations, finds that sticking with coal is no longer the cheapest option for ratepayers. The study evaluates several future energy scenarios through 2050. It finds that replacing aging coal units with a combination of renewable energy, battery storage, and demand-side resources would cut overall system costs. The most affordable path identified does not include building new gas plants, but instead focuses on a phased transition that maintains reliability while delivering an estimated $2.6 billion in customer savings by mid-century. In addition to cost, reliability is under scrutiny. The report notes that older coal plants are more vulnerable to failure during extreme weather, precisely when demand peaks. A more modern mix, including distributed renewables and storage, could better support grid resilience and reduce outage risk. Beyond environmental concerns, the economics are clear. The longer higher-cost generation remains online, the greater the cumulative burden on customers. With electricity demand rising and infrastructure aging, this status quo is becoming a liability for households and businesses alike, policy headwinds and investment risks. Despite the financial case for modernization, recent state legislation may be making the transition more difficult. Senate Bill 4/2023 and Senate Bill 349/2024 impose tighter restrictions on utilities looking to retire coal units. According to the report, these policies limit planning flexibility and could lead to higher long-term costs for customers. For businesses and utilities, this sends a concerning signal. The analysis suggests that regulatory barriers discourage investment in newer technologies already gaining traction in other states. That could make Kentucky less competitive in attracting industries that now prioritize low-cost, low-carbon, and reliable power. The study frames the issue not as a binary choice between coal and renewables, but as a broader decision about long-term economic strategy. A managed transition, starting with the most expensive coal units and scaling cleaner technologies over time, could maintain grid stability while aligning with current market realities. By adjusting now, the state could reach 95% clean energy by 2050 and still save $1.6 billion compared to current utility plans. For policymakers and corporate energy buyers, the takeaway is less about ideology and more about risk. Diversifying Kentucky's energy mix may be the most practical way to ensure affordability, reliability, and resilience in a rapidly changing energy landscape.